Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your week ahead. This is for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Cancer, I already shuffled and laid out your spread, so let's get into your reading. Now, Cancer, your theme in the week ahead is you have the sacred union, partnership, romance. 27, that comes to a 9. So with that being a 9, this is a focus on what you can have come into fruition or culminate, or what perhaps you may be trying to retain or keep. But there's a focus on a relationship, a particular or significant relationship. This could be a love connection, but definitely, this is love connection. It says romance. I said that. Yeah. So this is on partnership and romance. And so you may be looking to either keep a particular romance going, or you may be looking at how to get a romance going. So your focus, Cancer, is you have the Devil clarified with the 3 of Cups. What the hell is this, Cancer? What's going on here? Because the Devil, let's take a closer look. The Devil, you could be dealing with a Capricorn to have this energy in your chart. But in this particular image, the Devil here, this is like desires, right? But it feels like you being tempted because the Devil is in her ear. So you're being tempted, or you may be trying to be the temptation in the situation or cause temptation. It could be regarding a 3-party situation that you are involved in with this 3 of Cups. Or this may be you focusing on how you can achieve and have success with achieving something within a relationship. Because see, the 3 of these women have grapes. It's like, who's going to crush my grapes and make my wine? So this may be you focusing on your desires and being tempted by your desires, or you may be trying to create desire in someone else and tempt someone else, Cancer. But with the Devil here, what you want to be mindful of, because the Devil can talk about greed, can talk about having a lack of sense, can talk about you creating some sort of a threat, or you finding yourself in a threatening situation, so to speak, that is difficult or can bring adversity. With the Devil here, this could be you exhibiting destructive patterns of thought, emotions, and actions. This could be you dealing with some sort of adversity that you want the upper hand in, or you could be ignoring the dangers in a situation or connection that you're involved in. You could be focused on sex or some sort of vice. But also with the Devil here, you may be having some sort of lust towards someone, or someone may be showing lust towards you. You may be exhibiting wild behavior. You may be experiencing some fears or trying to overcome your fears. You may be focused on trying to live in a more balanced state, or you are just tossing that shit to the wind. But I feel like this feels like some sort of temptation. Temptation where you are looking to have satisfaction and achieve something on an emotional level with someone, where you want a connection, where you either want to build a connection, establish a connection, or strengthen that connection, or keep it. And you may be trying to tempt someone. Now someone could be trying to tempt you, but that's what this feels like. This feels like temptation. Okay? So you want to be careful be mindful with the Devil. What is this worth to you? Is this something that could cause you more trouble than it's worth? Is this something that you can be building up or set up for failure, a sabotage, self-sabotage perhaps? But be mindful of you possibly finding yourself stuck or having some obstacles here. Or you may be experiencing some fears. Or you may be trying to overcome your fears with a connection. Now, in the recent past, Cancer, you do have the 7 of Cups with the 2 of Wands. Now, with the Seven of Cups, this feels like in the recent past that you or someone you're dealing with, there was some confusion. There was confusion. There may have been too many options. Poor choice could have been made. And with the Two of Wands, I want you to take notice that there's a person dressed in red, and then through the mirror, someone dressed in white. So this was about something where you are either coming up with a plan of action or making a choice to act on in the recent past. But the question is, what choice did you make? Did you make the choice from a prudent and from a higher vibration? Because this is with the white on, this is like a purity. Was it a pure action, a pure intention? Or you see all this red here? Was the action or plan based on survival, based on you trying to secure something where you may have had anxiety around or not sure you had it locked in? But this is about making a decision and acting on that decision. But from what angle did you make your decision or plan? Because it was around you looking at your options, or perhaps being confused by your options, or trying to figure out what choice to make. And was that choice coming from a place of purity? Because even here with these cups are all red. And I'm saying this because in the red here in this Two of Wands and the red here with the Seven of Cups is speaking very much to that root chakra, the survival, the safety, the security that you may have felt was being compromised or jeopardized or in jeopardy. And you may have been thinking about what plan you can take to end the confusion, or that would be the right choice for you to secure what you wanted here in your plans. And so at present, you have the Empress and the Hangman. Okay? And with the Empress and the Hangman here, two major arcanas, you have earth and water energy here. There's something you feel stuck about, or something you're trying to gain wisdom on. And with this Empress, this is you trying to get progress. This is you trying to be very creative, perhaps even gain receptivity or show receptivity. But I feel like you're trying to gain receptivity in a situation that you may feel stuck about, that you may be experiencing delays, or you may be trying to see what you can do or what you may need to sacrifice or give up in order to gain in this situation, because this is something you want progress and success with, something that you want to build. You're trying to see how to build something, and you may feel stuck about how to go about building something, nurturing something, nurturing this relationship, nurturing this partnership, nurturing this romance. Now the question is, should you be nurturing this? Is this does this person belong to someone else? Are you looking to take this person, or is there a person you're dating who is also not only dating you, and you want to figure out how to make that dating situation exclusive? But with the Hangman here, this here is needing to use wisdom. You may even need to take a look at how to surrender to the situation or release it, or look at things from a different perspective in order for you to have growth or progress or success, or to prosper in a situation. So with the Hangman here, being manipulative or selfish, or someone doing that to you, you having some sort of a blind allegiance to your goals and aims, or to a particular relationship or romance. With the Hangman here, experiencing futility, where your actions are futile with your ability to find progress or have progress or manipulate the situation. This feels like you're trying to manipulate something, Cancer, or someone trying to manipulate your ass. Where you're at present. How do you manipulate the situation? Progress and the success and the growth that you want here. Future Cancer, you do have the Knight of Swords with the Nine of Swords. Yes, you do. The Swords with the Nine of Swords in the near future. Since you're trying to take action to escape worries and concerns and fears that you are experiencing here. Gallant effort. This is coming up with a plan and taking action on that plan and communicating so that you can cut away your fears and concerns. The thing about this Nine of Swords here is she seems to be suffering, right? Or perhaps overthinking, but definitely restlessness, a lot of restlessness. But then here, there's like another image of an individual that looks fallen, right? To release and let go of the concern. So in the future, you are looking to see how to release yourself from your worries, fears, and concerns. Looking at into the overthinking by you just simply taking action. You are looking to take action, come up with a plan. It's going to go in valiantly, but the caution with this Knight of Swords is you want to be careful about whether or not you're being reckless, and are you using diplomacy and tact in your communication. I feel that you are. Out with all this black here, that perhaps you may be in your shadow, the focus of operating from a lower vibration in order to eliminate your worries, fears, and concerns with the action you plan to take. You want to move away from your worries and fears and your concerns. And so the way that you see to do that is to take action, to see if you can have that progress, to see if you can bring it into delays or stagnation. Can manipulate the situation perhaps with. Dude, Cancer, is you got this 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. With this 10 of Pentacles, this is normally talking about, because it's earth energy, gaining fulfillment or restoration, right? Trying to restore a situation. But what's interesting about this particular 10 of Pentacles is that this here is a woman's dress, right? This is an outfit, a full adult outfit. But I don't know if you can see that. There's like this little tiny woman, as if she's trying to fit herself in this dress. But she for this dress. So what is it that you are trying to gain here that may be too big of a situation for you, or too big of a matter, or more than you can handle or do? Trying to fit yourself into. Whatever it is, it feels like it's something that you make it belong to you. There's a full hand there. So there's something you're trying to build or restore. You're trying to gain here fulfillment. This is you trying to perhaps even reinstate something with someone, because this is you focusing on your happiness. You wanting wish fulfillment. You wanting satisfaction in a situation with this 9 of Cups. So you want something open to you, or you're trying to be open to something. Satisfaction and success. Are you overdoing it? Are you overindulging? Trying to build something, trying to secure or even restore or reinstate a fresh start with someone. Looking at how to gain in a situation. Gain, Cancer. And you trying to fix this shit. And gain and make this shit happen. Relationship, a romance, a connection. Now you're concerned about this Page of Swords and the 6 of Swords. You may be spying, or you may be waiting for some news or communication. You may be on guard with that Page of Swords, but you listening. some sort of news. You may be concerned about a particular or concerned about self. You may be concerned about whether or not you can cut away what doesn't serve you. Being considered with regard to the ability to move on with the Six of Swords, because this here is, you may be trying to look for a way to move on. You may be concerned about, are you able to come up with the thought, the plan, situation? Because see, her mind is moved on, but their body's still there in the situation. Figure out how to have peace of mind here. You're concerned about whether or not you're going to have peace of mind. Concern can figure out how to move on. You may be concerned about communicate. Who you're dealing with may be about to communicate to you that they want to move on from you. What's that? Because look at this Page of Swords. This Page of Swords is up to no good. This page is snooping and listening and spying. Standing on a rock in the middle of all this water and forest. I mean, can you freeze? Are you trying to gain? These are the concerns. Influenced by some news that you receive or a message and can't. You're trying to keep someone from moving on, or concerned that someone may be trying to keep you from moving on. Not you're going to receive news if you're going to be able to travel. Receive from someone else telling you that they're going to be traveling. Maybe you want to go with them, or maybe make something up with that travel shit. This is red. Root chakra. Survival mode, security, being ungrounded. And judgment. Challenge is as if, how do you put the pieces back together to temper the situation, to balance the situation? The challenges matters most. The challenge is self-control. The challenge is understanding your aims and making the right decisions and having the right perspective here. And whether or not yourself from. And that is, what results are you after here with temperance? What are you trying to piece together here to bring balance or to restore the balance? How do you restore this balance? Is either within yourself with somebody else, but with judgment here, this is you wanting results. How do you get results to restore the balance or to keep the balance? Because with temperance, the simple, smallest move can create huge. So being creative. But in order to bring harmony or reestablish harmony, perhaps, whether or not to compromise or what to compromise or cooperate in. This may be you trying to get rid of the competition, or this interest or frustration here, and these are your challenges or dealing with. Cooperation and support in this connection, or feel that you are being tempted. A scenario of 3 when you know or you desire to include 2 minus 1. So that'd be 3 minus 1 equals 2. I could do math. I can. So Cancer, your outcome here, so your advice is you have this King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So first of all, there's a need for you to have your emotions in check. But this is about you seeing how you can nurture the situation to put that Midas touch spin on it and get what you want and manage it and be successful. And with the King of Pentacles here, there is the ability to be successful, but there's a need for you to have control of your emotions. You may even need to follow your intuition here. But there's some sort of deception somehow, either on your part or who you're dealing with. The King of Pentacles is very good at paying attention to details, being very creative, very successful at their plans because they're very strategic, very logical. They take their time because when they follow through on what it is that they want, they get it. Now, you may also be experiencing the need. Be careful about who you're dealing with being inflexible or stubborn. But this is you focusing on and being able to successfully do so by you managing the situation and perhaps using your intuition to guide you in order to do it and get your emotions under control in order to do this. Out. You have the Spider. Trust feeling and express it through writing. Stories that inspire and enlighten. So with the Spider here, you're trying to weave something here, Cancer, or somebody trying to weave something on you. But with the Spider here, this is about you needing to trust yourself and your ability to create, but to rely, I feel, on your feelings, what you're sensing here. And then as a result of what you're sensing, express yourself. You. And making sure that you have enlightenment. Your other piece of guidance is the fact, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. So is there so whatever this temptation, whatever it is that perhaps you may be secure, or there may be a need for you power with the devil, and act on your decision or opportunity once you choose it and not be afraid. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.